Hello from Bali. Here's a sequence for abs, stomach, bringing awareness to the stomach, increasing the tone of the muscles around the waist, removing the excess fat around the waist, and general core strengthening. I start with Tadasana. Feet together, kneecaps lifted, arms up, Urdhva Namaskarasan. Exhale, fall back. Head back, release my back. Reach back with my hands and allow the deep back fold. I press my hips forward a little bit, kneecaps lifted, balancing on my feet. Inhale, come up, hands in Namaskarasan in front of my chest. Inhale and exhale. This is a really powerful training, all the back bends, so I allow myself a minute before I continue. The next exhale, I fall forward. Uttanasana. Reach forward, bring my hands to the floor, and on the next exhale, completely release my neck and bring my hands to grab my heels, elbows behind my kneecaps, behind my knees. Inhale, I reach down with my head. Exhale, I lift my knees up and I press back with my knees to make sure I have straight legs. I bring my weight forward a little bit in the middle of my foot as it's easy to hang on the heels. Inhale, look up, bend my knees and step back. I don't want to jump in this particular sequence because this is not the purpose. The purpose is to tone the muscles around the waist and stomach. Step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, press away with my hands, reach down with my heels, press back with my knees, sitting bones rotated to the sky. Inhale, bring my weight forward into plank. Wrists underneath my shoulders, hands shoulder width apart. Look forward, I tuck in my pelvis. Breathe, engage my core. Inhale and exhale, ensure that wrists are right underneath my shoulders and press away. And the next exhale, I bring my hips down, uncurl my toes, my kneecaps are straight, pelvis is lifted off the floor, look up, bend back, and press away with my hands for Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Press up. Inhale, I curl my toes and I bring myself to the plank again. This is a very good position for those who want to tone the muscles of the stomach. And then I bring my weight onto my right outer edge of my foot. Actually, my whole right foot is on the mat and the left foot is right above, stacked right above my right foot. I press away with my right hand as my left hand goes up into the sky. My arms are in one vertical line. Shoulders away from my ears. Exhale, go back to plank. And on the next exhale, I do the same on the left side. I rotate slowly on the left side, starting with the outer edge of the left foot. And then I bring my left toe, big toe, to the floor to make sure that every single left toe is on the mat. I press away with my left hand, shoulders away from the ears, tuck in my pelvis. Vasisthasana. Vasisthasana to the left and to the right. And find myself back to plank and exhale back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Adho Mukha Svanasana is just a great asana to lengthen a little bit and to transition between asanas. Give myself a little bit of break. My neck is relaxed, and on the next exhale I bring my knees down and my hips down. I position my wrists right underneath my shoulders, open my fingers wide, and press up on inhale as I lift myself off the floor, but keep my pelvis touching the floor. My pubic bone is touching the floor, kneecaps lifted, straight legs together, elbows straight. Bhujangasana, serpent pose. On the next exhale, I bring myself down and back as I crawl forward and find myself sitting. I would like to continue with the stomach muscles, direct stomach muscles, abs, and I place myself on my back. I lay down, my arms alongside the body, and then I straighten my legs, kneecaps lifted, toes pointed, straight legs together. Inhale, I bring my arms above my head, Urdhva palms facing the sky, and on the exhale, I bring my legs up 30 degrees. Tuck in my pelvis, very important to tuck in my pelvis and to remove the band from the lower back. Legs up 30 degrees. Inhale and exhale, and legs up 60 degrees on the next exhale. Inhale and exhale here. I do not stop breathing. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. Really nice, powerful asana. Urdhva Prasarita Padasana. And the next exhale, my legs are at 90 degrees. I tuck in my pelvis here, do some adjustments, and I go down now. On the next exhale, legs down to 60 degrees. Strong legs together, kneecaps lifted, toes pointed. And then drop my legs more down to 30 degrees. Inhale and exhale. All my stomach muscles are engaged. Inhale and exhale, and drop my legs down. Allow myself a little bit deeper breathing here. As I drop down my shoulders and I spread my arms to the sides, palms facing up, I bring my legs to 90 degrees for Jatara Padottanasana. Exhale, and I bring my legs towards me first and then drop them to the side into my left hand. So the toes go into the fingers of my left hand and hover over. Don't quite drop the legs down. Straight legs as I look to the right to balance, and I keep my right shoulder on the floor. Exhale, I bring my legs to 90 degrees. Inhale, and on the next exhale, both legs towards me first and then rotate to the right as I look to the left on the thumb of my left hand, and I keep my left shoulder on the floor. I allow the deepest stretch of my side muscles that shape my waist. And on the inhale, I come up into the sitting position in Dandasana. As I point my toes, lift my kneecaps, bring my legs close together. I bring my wrists underneath my shoulders in the back, and exhale, bring both of my legs up above the eye level, and I drop down my shoulders and I stretch out my arms in the front. Paripurna Navasana. Boat pose, full boat pose. I balance on my sitting bones, keep my legs straight, exhale, drop my legs down, Dandasana. Chest up, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, and then the next exhale, again I bring my wrists to the back, but underneath my shoulders, chest up into the sky, point my toes, and on the exhale, legs go up. And here I allow my chest to collapse in, round my back, bring my elbows together, interlace my fingers behind my head, and find myself in Ardhanavasana. And now I bring myself into my left knee as my right leg is stretched out to the side to the right. My right knee cap is lifted. Inhale, arms go up, Urdhva Hastasana, and on exhale, I fall onto my straightened out right leg. Every exhale, I fall lower and lower. I bring my right hand on the right leg, palm facing up, and I continue to fall on the right leg. I tuck in my pelvis, and I allow the extreme stretch on the left side, everything stretched, my hip muscles, my whole side, my stomach muscles, my organs, internal organs, my between the ribs space, everything is stretched. And quite the opposite, on the right side, everything is pressed, including my internal organs. Padottanasana. Padottanasana, quite difficult to breathe here. So, but I find my breathing, and I breathe evenly, rhythmically. I don't stop breathing. Inhale, I come up, and I bring myself onto the right knee as I straighten out my left leg, my left knee and my right knee on the same line. Straighten out my left leg to the side. Ensure that my right hip is 90 degrees to the mat. Tuck in my pelvis. Bring my arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. And on the exhale, start bending to the left. We did some stomach exercises where we engaged the muscles and worked on the core and plank, and now it's good to stretch those muscles. This is how you develop elasticity. Press and stretch, press and stretch. And of course our internal organs benefit from this work because they're directly affected by the stomach muscles. Very important to keep our stomach muscles in tone, in good tone. Get rid of the excess fat. You don't need it. Slowly, slowly, with each exhale, falling. Two sides can respond differently to the stretch, so I keep my awareness up and watch how the right side is now responding to this extreme stretch. Try not to be crooked in any way, so good to tuck in your pelvis. And inhale, I come up. Padottanasana. What a lovely asana. Very good for the toning of the muscles and skin around the waist. So great for recovery after giving birth, after pregnancy, as well as after quite a bit of weight loss. Sometimes the skin doesn't respond quite fast as muscles. So Padottanasana can help with that. Developing the tone in the skin and in the muscles. And now I would like to stretch the front muscles of my stomach, and I go into Ustrasana. Really good stretch of the whole stomach area in the front and diaphragm, as well as chest opening. A lot of additional things are going on here. My thyroid gland is very active at the moment because my throat is also experiencing very good stretch, very deep stretch in Ustrasana. I don't want to hold Ustrasana for too long once I reach my heels, because my job is to stretch the front of my stomach and not quite work on my back bands. For the back band, see a different video. Inhale, I come up and I allow myself to rest a little bit, as every back bend is just so powerful for me. Brings up all the emotions and interesting things come to mind, so allow myself to process a little bit, regain my calmness, heartbeat goes up in back bend, so I'd like to regain my calmness. And I stretch out my feet in front of me, find myself in Dandasana, and I would like to stretch my back, because my lower back especially was engaged in plank pose and Vasisthasana. So I fall forward onto my straight legs in Padottanasana. Padottanasana. Toes flexed, kneecaps lifted. I completely release my neck. Very important to do, to release your head completely. Drop all the control. Practice surrender, total surrender, but keep the high functionality. Don't quite fall asleep in this asana. Keep stretching forward and bring kneecaps down, legs completely straight. And then I bring myself onto the knees and I sit between my heels. I push away my calves and I find myself in Supta Virasana. See how I can tuck in my pelvis to remove the bend, unnecessary bend from the lower back and from the spine. There will be natural bend left, but not overly exaggerated. And this is Supta Virasana, shoulders away from my ears, chin goes down and nearly touching the chest. I bring my arms up and bend on my elbows, grabbing the opposite elbows. So this is restorative asana, which means I'm not reaching, I'm not aiming for anything. I completely let go. My job is to breathe evenly, naturally. I can practice Ujjayi Pranayama here, or I can just leave my breath natural and try to achieve the deepest, total, and absolute relaxation. I can change the position of my elbows, grab the opposite elbows at some point, or I can stay here. I completely relax my stomach muscles. I still get the stomach stretch, but it's natural stretch. My lower abdomen, upper abdomen. Bring myself in a sitting position. Stay in Virasana. Finish my ab practice and practice gratitude, forgiveness, acceptance, kindness to all living beings. I see you in Bali, in my classes and yoga retreats, as well as on my online courses. Stay healthy and take care.